Breaking news flashes across screens worldwide. A fighter jet has crashed in eastern Afghanistan. Near the volatile border region, international concern mounts. Initial reports from local sources emerge. The aircraft possibly involved in cross-border tensions. Officials remain silent. No confirmation yet. Online, night footage begins to circulate. Thick smoke billows from rugged, mountainous terrain. Subsequent videos show burning wreckage scattered. A hillside glows orange against the dark sky. The tail section appears partially intact. Extensive damage visible across the debris field. Pakistani authorities maintain a stony silence. Afghan local officials provide updates. Security forces secured the crash site overnight. The incident sends ripples through defense circles. Defense analysts urge extreme caution. They emphasize the need for official confirmation. Both governments involved must speak. Drawing conclusions now is premature. Investigations are currently underway. A close-up of a news anchor. Grave expression. Satellite imagery shows the remote crash location. Military personnel secure a perimeter. Flashlights cut through the pre-dawn darkness. A charred piece of fuselage, unrecognizable. Reporters gather at ministry buildings. Questions shouted, no answers given. Maps highlight the disputed border zone. Local villagers watch from a distance. Their faces etched with worry and fear. A military convoy moves slowly through dust. The sun begins to rise over the mountains, revealing the full scale of the devastation. Investigators in protective gear arrive. They meticulously comb through the debris, searching for clues. Black box data. A close-up of a shattered cockpit window. The silence of the morning broken only by wind. And the distant hum of machinery. International headlines scream the news. Speculation runs wild on social media. Diplomatic channels are buzzing with activity. World leaders issue statements of concern. The geopolitical chessboard shifts. Uncertainty hangs heavy in the air. The world waits for official word. The mystery of the downed jet deepens. A studio analyst begins a technical breakdown. Modern fighter jets, like the F-16, are complex machines. They rely on advanced radar systems. Electronic countermeasures protect against threats. Sophisticated missile defense systems are standard. A crash could stem from combat engagement, or a critical mechanical failure mid-flight. Navigational complications are common in mountains. Visual animation shows a generic radar lock. The target blips, then vanishes from the screen. The analyst gestures to a complex diagram. Many factors could contribute to such an incident. The crash site smoldered under a pale morning sky. Investigators moved cautiously through the debris field. Military analysts convened in a sterile briefing room. Maps of the Afghanistan-Pakistan border were projected. They discussed potential causes of the jet's demise. Combat engagement was a primary, grim possibility. Mechanical failure, another, less dramatic explanation. Navigational complications in rugged terrain were also considered. The mountains loomed, unforgiving and vast. Modern aircraft, like the F-16, are technological marvels. Sophisticated radar systems guide them. Advanced defense systems protect them. A crash of such a machine is rarely simple. Unraveling the cause requires immense expertise. The incident occurred amidst fluctuating border tensions. Afghanistan and Pakistan both assert sovereignty. Their security interests often clash in the region. Regional observers watched with growing apprehension. Calls for restraint echoed through international channels. Transparency from all parties was urgently requested. Preventing escalation became a global priority. Diplomatic channels activated, buzzing with activity. Ambassadors met in hushed, urgent conversations. The world awaited official statements, holding its breath. Many critical questions about the crash remained unanswered. Who owned the jet? What was its mission? Was it an accident or an act of aggression? The delicate geopolitical balance hung precariously. Satellite images showed the wreckage from above. Forensic teams meticulously collected fragments. Black box data was the most sought-after prize. Its secrets could reveal the final moments. rumors spread like wildfire through local villages. Each rumor added to the confusion and fear. Officials urged patience, promising thorough investigation. The pilot's fate remained unknown, a tragic mystery. Search and rescue operations continued, albeit slowly. The mountainous terrain hindered progress significantly. International pressure mounted for swift answers. The incident threatened regional stability. Experts debated flight paths and radar signatures. Every piece of evidence was scrutinized intensely. The world watched, hoping for de-escalation. The crash served as a stark reminder. Regional conflicts have global implications. The investigation continued, painstaking and slow. The truth, however complex, would eventually emerge. The geopolitical chess game continued, with high stakes. Local villagers offered what little assistance they could. Their knowledge of the terrain proved invaluable. International aid organizations prepared for potential fallout. The site was secured by heavily armed forces. Access was restricted, fueling speculation further. Journalists clamored for details from the perimeter. Governments issued cautious, measured statements. Each word was weighed for its diplomatic impact. The global community held its collective breath. The fate of the region hung in the balance. Answers were needed, and soon, to quell unrest. The sun set again, shrouding the mystery in darkness.